I'm Greg Tepper. That's Greg Powers. And this is This Week
in Cruton.
It's This Week in Recruiting. Greg Powers, Next Level Athlete. Follow him on Twitter at GPowerScout. Follow Next Level Athlete on Twitter at NextLevelD1. Let's get this out of the way. The reason that you are so busy is because Next Level Athlete, in partnership with Dave Campbell's Texas Football, has two very big events coming up this weekend. Saturday in Houston at Barbers Hill High School, and then Sunday in Dallas at South Lake Carroll. It's your Top 100 Showcase. Big doings for Next Level Athlete. This is a big weekend for y'all.
Yeah, we have we'll push up to 200 prospects, I would say, between both camps, probably around 400 top prospects across the state who will come out to compete and get on film and for college coaches to evaluate that film. Of course, colleges can't go out on the road to evaluate until the spring, so this kind of gives a jumping off point. If you're an under-the-radar recruit especially who wants to get your name on the map, this is a great camp, but we have tons of top-level prospects coming out to showcase their skills, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think the Dallas camp especially this year it has a chance to be maybe the best camp we've ever had.
It's going to be popping, and we will probably – I don't mean to spoil next week's edition of This Week in Recruiting, but I would imagine that we will have a lot of talk about these two combines, these two camps coming up here next week.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think that will.
And some fresh videos to use for This Week in Recruiting. We like to show those videos, and a lot of our fans here get a first look kind of at some of the top prospects who attend via this platform.
And so let's get it popping here on This Week in Recruiting. Let's start.
No.
What?
You shut that down.
I
That
did
that.
not like that.
That is
He's
now
trying to be hip with the kids over
that's
there.
banned.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get it
banned.
I don't want to hear. I
popping.
don't want to hear it from our producer who dabbed yesterday.
Do it again.
Today is we're going to start with our prospect on the rise. Our prospect on the rise is Duncanville, a guy I can't avoid on Twitter. Like I swear, every time I open up Twitter, it seems like Ennis Rakestraw, the cornerback from Duncanville, has picked up like 19 more offers. He pulled in another one this week from Texas. And this has come, all of this, it seems like he's gotten really hot now. And he's picked up offers from Baylor, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Arkansas, all after early signing day. I mean, I thought Ennis Rakestraw was always very good. I don't know what took everybody so long to figure it out. This guy's a star, but now it seems like finally people are paying attention.
Well, this is a player who I actually want to give credit to the Next Level scouting staff in Dallas. He's been the number 6 rated cornerback in the state in the 2020 class on our platform since this time last January. Mm-hmm. And his recruitment didn't reflect that until after his senior season. So credit to Kiff Harden, former head coach at Rowlett, who put a great grade on Ennis Rakestraw back in the day. And now he's starting to get the offers that we feel like he kind of deserved from the very beginning. So Baylor, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, and Arkansas are some of the schools who stepped up to offer him after strong showing down the Texas high school football home stretch where he was able to lock down some of the top wide receivers in the state of Texas and showcase some of that talent in front of college coaches. And who knows what's going to happen, but it looks like, judging his official visit list, that there's only 3 official visit weekends between now and National Signing Day in February, and he's planning to see Missouri, who offered him before the tidal wave started, Alabama and Georgia. Can Texas get in the mix and get him on campus? They would have to bring him in for a midweek visit, it looks like, if they're able to capitalize on that offer that they extended to Rakestraw this week.
So let me ask, this is a guy who obviously is picking up offers now. He's got a lot of momentum. Do you have any sort of feel as to why it took people this long to get it? Was it just that he was so good in the playoffs and maybe he got that showcase game against Jackson Smith and Jigba in the semifinals? Is that what's got people's attention?
Well, you're looking at the tape right now. His senior tape is better than his junior tape, but like I said, we already had a high grading on him. He's got the size at 6 foot and the ability to match up on an island with other top wide receivers, and that's why I think his recruitment's taken off. But it also could play a role is having a more clear picture at some of these programs after the first signing day. You know, there were some schools who were probably holding out hope that they could get this guy or that guy into their class and didn't. Mm-hmm. And some things have now opened up to where he has an opportunity to play at some of these schools. But Alabama just doesn't offer anybody. Georgia, underneath the direction of Kirby Smart, just doesn't offer anybody. Right. So talent is a big factor why, and I don't want to give away everything, but you might want to watch that top 50 when we update it here. You might want to watch that 2020 top 50 when it's updated to see if Rakestraw picks up a potential 4-star. Spoiler alert.
And as Rakestraw continues to rise up recruiting charts and on his offer list continues to grow, let's get to our commit of the week. Our commit of the week, we're going from DFW down to the Houston area. Bellaire Episcopal offensive lineman for 2021, Donovan Jackson, who is one of the very best, definitely one of the very best offensive linemen in the state. You are a lot more in tune with the guys around the nation, but I have a hard time believing there are a whole lot more offensive linemen in the class of 2021 that are better than Donovan Jackson across the nation. He is committed to The Ohio State University, and he is going to take his talents to Columbus. This is a guy who's the our number 3 prospect in the DCTF Super 16 for the class of 2021. This guy looks like an NFL offensive tackle right now.
And Ohio State's doing a tremendous job at getting talent from Texas. I mean, I'm looking kind of back through the list right now, and they've been able to land a top 5 guy, I think, pretty consistently, come down here and snag somebody. Garrett Wilson in last year's class, who was the number 1 player in the DCTF top 100. Guys like J.K. Dobbins was pretty good there.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, Jackson Smith of Jigba this year. J.T. Barrett is another name. Baron Browning, who was on the cover of DCTF Rising. So they've done a pretty good job of getting top guys and getting them in at Columbus to help their team. And Jackson's next in line. He's a guy who could play left tackle, right tackle. He could move in and play guard. He can really kind of do everything. Big wingspan, great footwork. And I think sky's the limit for him. I think he'll be a big-time guy in the Big Ten.
Yeah, this is a true, not a finished product, but from a size perspective, I mean, this is a guy who's got the frame, and he's already big enough right now.
Right.
You can certainly dream on him getting even a little bit bigger, which would be frightening.
Well, he carries that 310 pounds very well right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see him get in even better shape when he gets in the strength and conditioning program there, which is known to be one of the top in the country. So Donovan Jackson, I think, is a name that you could hear called on draft day one day.
He's an underclassman, but we've got a different underclassman of the week. Our underclassman of the week is El Campo 2023 running back Rueben Owens. Yep. Started as a freshman for El Campo this year and was dazzling. He was our DCTF Rising cover boy for the class of 2023. And this is a guy who already has a ton of offers. Places like LSU, places like Arkansas, places like UTSA, Oklahoma State. Picked up another big one this week as Oklahoma came calling. But this is a guy that that folks down there in the Southeast Texas are going to have to deal with for a couple of years. The 2023 running back, Rueben Owens out of El Campo.
3 years, as a matter of fact. And
yeah.
I think El Campo will be back. One of the best mascot names.
The Ricebirds.
Yeah, the Ricebirds.
Mighty
One of the best mascot names, by the way. UTSA, Arkansas, LSU, Oklahoma State, and Oregon State have already offered him as well, but I think that Sooners offer is the real big one. I mean, you got Oklahoma and LSU, the new national champions, already on your list. 5'11", 175. He was part of like a 3-headed monster down there at El Campo this year at the running back position, but he's going to be that guy as he develops within that offense. So already going to be a national name, and he's going to be one of the top guys who attends the next level athlete Texas Top 100 showcase in Houston on Saturday.
Yeah, he is a guy certainly you're going to need to know about is Rueben Owens, the running back from El Campo. Let's get to our recruit of the week finally. Back up to the DFW Metroplex, we'll talk about Dallas Kimball, 2021 cornerback Ishmael Ibrahim. He is headed for the Under Armour All-America game after he impressed at a Pylon 7-on-7 event this weekend. This is a guy who I know he's already got a ton of early offers there at places like A&M, Texas, TCU, LSU, Alabama, Oklahoma, Baylor. Everyone, it seems like, is offering. There is no secret about Ishmael Ibrahim, and now he's going to get to show off at the Under Armour All-America game.
Rattle off his offer list, and you're going to have to take a drink of water to get done. I mean, he's got everybody, has that size, and he's one of these guys who passes the eyeball test. I saw him at his 7-on-7 team is Texas Flex. I went to a practice there last week, and he definitely jumps out. Easy 6'1", has the frame and potential to be in that conversation with a guy in this class that A&M fans may be familiar with, Jalen Jones. He resembles that type of guy. So big-time player, earned that Under Armour All-America invite this week after a very strong performance there at the 7-on-7 event. I think it was the Pylon 7-on-7 this weekend in Dallas. So just now trying to figure out who's going to get him.
Yeah.
I think there are some schools that are slated to be top contenders, and I know that Ashley Pickle will have a good time sitting down with him because he's slated to be at the Dallas camp this week. So maybe she'll get to pick his brain and have some recruiting scoop for us maybe heading into next week that we can use.
Get a pickle scoop.
Yeah, pickle scoop.
Yes.
Pickle recruiting scoop. Curtain scoop.
Yes, he is. Ishmael Ibrahim is going to be out there at the Next Level Athlete Top 100 Showcase at South Lake Carroll this Sunday. That is after the Top 100 Showcase in Houston down there at Barbers Hill.
Yep.
You're gonna be exhausted.
Man, I'm ready for it. I actually think that the event days will be less stressful than the days leading up to it, because what we've ran into is, the Dallas camp is full.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of people who still want to come. So the Dallas camp registration is closed. We had to close it on Monday. So explaining to people what they can do from this point. Do they want to come to Houston? Are they more interested to come to one of our spring events? So Next Level Athlete is going to be announcing a spring camp series by popular demand in the coming days.
So that'll be
Very cool.
awesome.
We do have we had one question.
'Kay.
If a question for Powers here. Jeff Molesky asked, which college football team has the best recruiting class in Texas this year as of now?
Texas A&M. Texas A&M has the best recruiting class. They signed a very heavy recruiting class in the state of Texas, but they also signed more out-of-state guys. Some of those guys I don't know about as well, but they're very talented and rates in the composite, I think, as a top 10 overall class nationally. Keep an eye on guys like Jalen Jones, Damon Demas, and, of course, they're still in on Zach Evans, which is kind of like if all things go as planned, they could end up with as many as three out of the 5 stars in the DCTF rankings if they can close on Zach.
Yeah, it is. It's a very good class right now. Has a chance to get even better with the new, I guess, late signing period coming here in February. He's Greg Powers of Next Level Athlete. Follow him on Twitter at GPowerScout. Follow Next Level Athlete on Twitter at Next Level D1. And if you're in Barbers Hill on Saturday or you're in South Lake on Sunday, Powers love surprise hugs. So
there you go.
Just go up and just hug him. Thanks, Powers. We'll do it again next week.
All right, let's do it.